And
we're off.
And it's the show.
Adam just said something incredibly racist.
said, yeah.
No, I didn't.
You really did, dude.
I said from what it sounded like in a much more reprehensible way, but that's not what I was saying.
what it sounded like. It's
you know what I heard?
said.
I heard
if you were saying bingo.
Yeah.
I heard someone say. I heard someone say wigga the other day instead of wigger. And I think it's the inverse of the N-word, where I think if you say it with a soft A, it actually sounds.
It's way.
I was arguing the other day that the New York
I could see that.
the New York soft A N-word is actually a different word, like etymologically.
It has a different linguistic.
Well, it's short for New Yorker. It's a diminutive form of New Yorker. So when you see Chinese kids,
Chinese teenager
like,
on the 7 saying,
yeah, he's like, yo, my New Yorker,
New York individuals
my
greeting.
New Yorker.
Yeah.
It's like it just turns into that, and so to call it racist, it's like
you don't know our culture.
First of all, you just don't speak the language.
You're a gentrifier, really, if you have a problem with me saying it.
You weren't here in 2014 when
you wasn't there
when the porn theaters were popping in Times Square.
I don't think I mentioned it on the show.
When New York,
yeah, you weren't here in Astoria before we had a Chipotle.
A couple weeks ago,
8 months ago.
Yeah,
I was at a coffee shop and like I was already inside the coffee shop. It's a busy place. So the line goes out the door, and the door opens, and there's this black lady and a white lady arguing already. And the black lady's doing the thing where she's on the phone telling her friend what the argument is.
Yes,
so sick.
And she's like, she's impatient, and she don't want to wait for no damn line, Karen. And starts hitting the white lady with Karen. And the white lady's like, please stop talking to me, or whatever. And you can tell from her face, it's like this woman probably never in her life imagined. This was like she's going to spend years in therapy,
right?
Because she never considered that she was a Karen.
Right.
She probably spent the last year online retweeting Karen stuff.
100%.
And now her just like
it's been turned
came for
on
you,
her.
bitch.
Yeah.
It came for you. You thought you was safe.
And the thing about
you thought you were safe.
The thing about that lady is like she probably is now completely racist.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Is that now
the second a black person has any criticism?
Yeah,
they're gone.
Yeah, it's it. That's it. Now it's like they were right. My dad was right.
Yes.
Daddy was right about these fucking people.
I should have listened.
And she even tried to hit that bitch about like she's like, I come here every day, and the lady's like, yeah, I've lived here my entire life.
Yeah. Damn.
Which honestly, too, I don't think the white lady even did anything wrong. She just opened the door before checking to see if there was a line.
I see.
But hey,
that's what happens.
Them's the rules.
And me. Entirely projecting and assuming you've been retweeting Karen stuff for a year.
Nah, she did. She was.
Yeah, probably.
You got to be careful. You could get trapped in those situations. I was in a Burger King where that was very chaotic on Fulton, and like things were just going awry, and everyone was waiting for like at least 10 minutes for their food.
Yeah,
and like people were starting to get vocal.
Right.
And there's one other white guy in there.
Couple of vocal type.
And just generally, there was a cacophony, and the only other white guy.
That was their name,
like,
Cacophony.
Yeah, Cacophony. Where my damn burger at, bitch?
It was a large-ized cacophony. The only other white guy in there like turned to me, and he's like, "Geez, what's going on?" I was like, "Don't bring me into this."
Yeah. We cannot appear to be allies here.
I've never met this man.
I learned that lesson for the final time. Like it was probably 2 years ago. There was a black lady on the train beating her mentally retarded son, like fucking like just beating, and he was like this, like chicken pot, like just the most sweetest.
He was saying chicken
like,
pot pie.
No, I'm doing the David Cross from Just Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like, like the kid was just
sweet lad.
And she's on her phone. She's like, you gotta pick your son up. I'm not fucking. And then,
but
like taking his neck, and this is like a 10-year-old boy taking his neck and slamming his head against the window.
Oh no!
And so I like got up and I went over across the train. And I'm like, man, please, it's like, and then she's yelling at me and fucking, just like, oh, you think you're gonna save the day? Fuck, like doing like the white guy thing.
God.
And it's like all I can do because like what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna call the police,
right?
And then
they're gonna put him in foster care.
Yeah, so I was just
and he's
like,
too sweet to survive.
I was like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just like, like, do you need help? It's like, what's going on? And it didn't go anywhere, and it's like she's just gonna go beat that kid later.
Yeah, even more.
Probably
so.
good that you
Yeah,
did
more
something.
so.
I mean, there's gonna be
I-
backlash every time you
so
intervene.
sad.
No, in retrospect, it's like you just gotta keep your fucking head down.
There was this guy, I was on the G a few months ago, and like this guy just was blocking the doors and preventing them from closing. He's like, "What's the next stop?" What? And he like leans over to some teenage kid and gets right in his face, like, "What's the next stop?" And I was like, "There's a map right over there." And he turns around at me, and he's got a karate gi on. he's like, "Get outside, get off at the next stop. We're gonna fight." I was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
It was Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
He had a fucking gi
He had
on.
a gi on.
Was he wearing shoes?
I believe he was wearing shoes.
That'd be badass if he
It
was
was like
barefoot.
there was
One time, the funniest train thing that ever happened to me is, you know how sometimes you'll get a guy rapping really loudly to himself.
Yes.
Two of those guys got on at the same time,
CrossFit
and it was
battles?
It was literally like one guy was like "shut up," and the other guy was like "shut up," and they were just like both rapping louder until they were literally fucking each other up, dude. They were beating the absolute fucking shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Don't jump on another man's verse.
And exactly, it was literally like that. And then it was like,
I one of the best things I saw was a junkie on the train, and like just nodding off, but he had headphones on. And he was like, he was like, started from the bottom over here. He just
The
like
wobble.
couldn't, he couldn't even. He's like, started from the bottom over here, and he kept sinking lower and
That's
lower
awesome.
as he sang it.
yeah,
It's impressive that he's staying up on the train.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they have perfect balance.
Yeah.
They have some sort of equilibrium where they can just teeter to almost completely.
You can
eating
really see
shit.
like how the Nazis made that drug. It does seem engineered to create a type of superhero.
They do heroin? They invented heroin?
No idea.
They were meth guys.
yeah, they were big
Yeah.
man guys. But the
PCP.
the two rapping guys on the train that I was in, they were fucking each other up, and then just like the coolest looking, like just like mid like 50s black guy that he basically looked like Common. Just
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
bald, light-skinned black guy with like an awesome beard.
He was
just
like, with
came in.
Microsoft AI.
yeah. He just like fucking talked them both down, and then he completely diffused the situation, and then one guy just fucking sucker punched the other guy and knocked him straight out, and just left and just ran out the doors.
That's why you got to lock eyes on anyone you have any kind of conflict with on the train. Never
Yeah.
run out of your sight.
Yeah.
I did see actual Common on McDougal Street.
Oh,
one time,
wow.
And there was a nerdy white guy like following him down the street, telling him how lyrical he was.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Very on brand. Common.
That's fucking sick.
Actually, the best thing I saw on the train recently, I took a picture of the guy, which I rarely. I feel like creep shotting is okay. Posting is no, but
yeah, you
just
can't
among,
post
just
that.
among
Okay.
friends.
Just for the fellas.
There's a guy diffuse balding comb over television writer's body,
Nice.
Awesome.
like
The perfect.
So hot as
physique,
shit.
yeah, just just like
Just like
no,
you poured him into-
absolutely no muscle on his, just like an aunt's arms,
Just the gut.
and like fucking- just all like
Scooping
fat as
mashed
Some
shit.
fucking
potato
lasagna arms.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember what book he was reading. He had a shirt on that said, "This is what a sex worker looks like."
No.
He's a sex worker?
And then so the shirt said, "This is what a
That's
sex worker
awesome.
looks like." And then I sent it.
That guy's selling pussy?
I got
Maybe.
the book that he was reading.
What if he sucks awesome cock? What if you put your cock near that guy's mouth and it just feels the best it's ever felt in your life?
Yeah, he's like the super head of
He could
the
be
Harvard
Superhead.
Lampoon.
the book was like modern masculinity or something.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, the guy had the whole complete package.
That's so
The
awesome.
please give me pussy package.
This is what a sex worker looks like.
Because that the shirt is supposed to be in solidarity with sex workers that he stands up for. Online all the
It's
time.
like an I'm Spartacus.
And then the
Exactly.
sex workers see that and like, yeah, can you change? Can you
Yeah.
put on something else?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
You're
It's kind of a bad
embarrassing
look for
us.
us.
Mhm.
Do you remember when, you remember when Eric...
Oh yeah, dude, that was so funny.
What happened?
We were on the train. We were going to we were going to the Jane Hotel.
We were going to LeBain. Nick and I, like,
Yeah.
both wearing backpacks, like, like leaving an open mic. We meet up my friend Eric from college. He's
right.
wasted.
Yeah, and it's like the train's packed, and there's like this girl that's like just this like Brighton Beach fucking just sex trafficked, like
Oh, shit. Ukrainian type bitch.
denim fringe mini skirt, and fucking Eric just kind of leans over to her all drunk on the train, and he's like, "Where's the party at?" He just doesn't know how to respond.
Dude, I miss him so much.
Yeah.